So the woman you've started dating is pulling away, and you're like, what the fuck? So in this video, I'm going to teach you the 3 things to not do when she's pulling away, but most importantly, the 3 things to do when she's pulling away. And I totally get it. You're anxious, you're nervous, you've invested a lot of time and even maybe money into this woman, and all of a sudden it's like, what the heck? She's not returning your texts, she's not returning your calls, she's slowly disappearing out of your life. So what do? All right, and that's what I'm going to cover in this video, is exactly what to do when she's pulling away. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and a notification button because I'm dropping videos every week. But first, if you haven't seen my ebook, yes, I launched a new ebook. It's $4.99 and 100 pages. $4.99. It's basically the price of a beer, and it's less than a glass of wine. I cover the 50 tips and things that you can do as an older guy to be better at dating younger women. And if you don't like to read, I got you covered because I'm including a free audiobook. It's 2 hours, me narrating it. And you can check out the audiobook actually on my channel. It's a video that I've already published. Or if you do purchase the ebook, I include the audiobook for free in that purchase. But let's get to this video. So the 3 things to not do when she's starting to pull away. And this is very important, okay? So I made a whole bunch of notes and I want to make sure I cover everything. So if you see me looking off the side, that's what I'm doing. So number 1 is to not be needy and desperate, okay? You do not want to be texting her things like, oh, hey, baby, how are you? Or anything like that. Because when you chase, she's going to run, all right? Number 2, don't get shut down. Don't shut down and get depressed. Like, I cover this in my ebook. You have options, man. You have more options than you can even imagine. So don't fret about it. Don't shut down and don't get depressed. All right. And number 3, this is the big one, is don't react. She's pulling away, right? But some of you guys start to get angry and you start to chase. Don't do anything. She's pulling away. Just leave it. So now these are the 3 things you need to do, okay, when she's pulling away. Number 1 is to give her space. You don't even know what's going on in her life. Maybe something happened. Maybe she's ashamed. Maybe she lost her job and she's embarrassed. She doesn't want to tell you. Who knows what the heck it is? Maybe somebody passed away in her family, whatever. You don't know. So number 1 is to give her space, okay? Number 2 is you need to do this. Text her a week later and say, hey, did you get abducted by aliens? Something like that. She's going to maybe find it funny, and then she will respond and say, no, I didn't get it, but you need to watch out for her response. So let's say you text her and you say, did you get abducted by aliens? And her text is just, no, I didn't, or no. That's bad, okay? But you want to make sure that you at least reach out a week later and see what's happening, okay? Third and last thing you do is 2 weeks later. So after you've asked her if she's been abducted and let's say nothing, or she said no, and 2 weeks later, because you're giving her some space, right? 2 weeks later, you send her this text message, this specific exact text message. You say, are you okay? That's it. When you say that, right, if she's interested and maybe, like I said, something's going on in her life and she might text back and say, I'm sorry, this has been going on. Or maybe she will text back and say, no, I'm not okay. And then that helps get the conversation going again. Because as I mentioned, give her the benefit of the doubt that you have no idea what's happening in her life, right? And I gave some examples. Maybe she lost her job. Maybe who knows what the heck. Maybe she's got her period and she's just emotionally charged with everything, right? Not that every woman goes through this, but a lot of women, their hormones are all over the place. And so memorize the time where she's around her period, because this has happened to me many, many times where around their period, they get a little more emotional. So that's how you handle it. And as I said, just to repeat the things you want to do, right? Give her space. A week later, you do not reach out for a week. A week later, you send her a cute text like, "Hey, have you been abducted by aliens?" Something like that. Still, let's say, depending, she hasn't said anything, and then 2 weeks later, you last text, and you have to be willing to walk away because otherwise you come across as desperate and thirsty. Last text, 2 weeks later, you say, "Are you okay?" That's it, right? So, hope you like this video. I want to hear from you guys in the comments what you think of this, and if there's anything else you would add. Maybe you disagree with me, that's okay. I have all comments open, and I like seeing the discussion. So, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.